a minute while we're here. See if my mic is working nicely. I hope so. I think it's good. Oh my goodness, it's been days just trying to get to this point where I can actually do this thing. I'm very excited to work with this tool and to build this tool at the same time and make my stream deck come to life. A lot of work to start streaming. I built this tool to help me go live. I built this tool to give me some tasks. So we're going to write out our tasks and then we're going to work on it. So map keys to with proper key codes. We're going to design keys in layout, and we're going to replace physical keycaps. But first, we're going to step off screen and get into the right place. Number 1. Let's see how long it takes. Back in a minute. Almost back. Glad you can hear me. I'm going to message my nephew and see if he can check my audio levels. I'm just going to quickly check my stream because I don't have YouTube chat enabled in OBS because I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, where are we going to start? So, just to recap, since I haven't shared this project yet, what I'm doing is I bought an EK21 Epomaker little number pad because my keyboard right now is this guy, and I love this setup. Love this keyboard so much. It's beautiful, but number entry is kind of a pain in the ass, and uh, okay, I gotta admit something. Like, I put on the gradient keycap set, which has no labels, and that's mostly fine for me. I mean, for a couple reasons. One is I do type still, but not as much because I dictate a lot. And but I like the look of this a lot, and so I don't know how my microphone is here, if it's good or not. I'm gonna turn the music down until further notice. Uh, wow. So I'm just gonna check some levels here. Okay, that's good. Yeah, so I bought this with the hopes that I could like input numbers a little bit faster sometimes, and also double it up as a stream deck. But what I was telling you guys was that the reason why I'm slower on this is because the keys are actually lit. They're front lit. I'll just try not to be able to see the lights here, but this is the way it looks. So you can actually see the labels on the keys. But for me to do it, I have to basically like do this, and sometimes it's not good. And if I don't think about it, I usually like get it right if I'm trying to find like a hashtag or the @ symbol or something like that. I'm like shift and I'll get it. But when I don't get it, I don't learn my lesson. So I'll hit like the $ 5 times in a row, and then I'll like start. So this is a long justification for just wanting to play with a new toy. What it is. That's what it really is. Oh, we're gonna read this. We're gonna give Claude a task. Then I'm gonna open up my knife box where I just dumped all the keycaps one day when I was over it. So I'm gonna go through that box, empty out the right keycaps, the gradient keycap set with the front knockout, and then we'll sort them, and then we will build this controller as we map out things on the EK88. Okay. So last time we were doing this, I'll give everybody an overview of how this is working. So I plug in this just in, and the Mac will give me a message and say that it doesn't recognize this as a keyboard. So far, it's done that every single time. And so, okay, so what did we do? Gave me the message, and I'm blowing it on the explanation because I'm starting to think about what Claude is saying. So my apologies. I'm going to read this and then get back to that. Yeah, okay. I'm not sure how I want to position my mic for this stream. Please forgive me for messing around right now. I literally have no idea what I'm doing. Okay. All right. So Claude is asking me if we want to batch write a visual tool UI, which we definitely do. And I'll just try to provide context about this project very quickly. Actually, you know what would be so smart is, yes. Okay, what would be smart is, hey, can you look at the EK21 project and read the last session report and provide a brief overview for a streaming audience of what the challenges were last time, what our findings were, and what the goals were, and what our outcomes were. And then I'll just read that to everybody as we move into the next phase of the project. That's cool. Make a little review tool. I'm really torn and wondering a lot about when I do things like this, what should become a tool and what should just become something that I repeat. And it's funny because my patience for repetition and length of repetition is reduced a lot because I know it's possible to automate. I almost resent saying something that's like a paragraph every time. Like when you have to say, be thorough and be meticulous, and I want you to think about everything that you're doing and the consequences of your actions, and saying that over and over again, it's annoying and it feels redundant. Even pasting it in feels redundant. And maybe this is an issue because it's like, because it's in language and it's not as mechanical, I have different expectations for the outcomes. Like I expect progression, but I can't expect progression from this tool. Okay, let's talk about what it's saying here. So last session, we were working on getting layer switching to actually work on the EK21 macro pad, right? So the way that I've wanted this to work is that I want these two pads to cycle between the layers. We can do 4 layers on this pad. And I was thinking that these 2 buttons could go through the layers, like next and previous. It's a little tricky on this pad because there isn't actually like a next or previous layer option. And so Claude suggested that we have like a momentary key that uses, it's essentially like holding shift, and then you could press 1 or shift 1, and then you could press 2, 1, and then shift would go to 2, 3, or shift would go to 4. And I just like wanted to barf when I heard that. So I just suggested that the way we solve it is that if you're on layer 0, next goes to layer 1 and previous goes to layer 4. Then when you're on layer 2, next goes to layer 3 and previous goes to layer 1, and so on. That way we can just do it on 2 buttons. For whatever reason, we chose the wrong command code. We chose TG. And when I pressed TG in the layer editor, it crashed the device. The device would not respond anymore at all until I unplugged it and let it sit for 10 seconds and then plugged it back in. And then I went through the keyboard flow again. But actually, Mac OS stopped responding to the keyboard flow. So I told Claude about it, and Claude suggested that we just we open that app from terminal, which was amazing because, I don't know that you can do these things. I'm basic when it comes to that stuff. So I'm just like, I thought you click applications. So really nice to know this. I feel like terminal is just insanely powerful. And I might not even be saying it right. I just mean the command line interface is really powerful. And it's cool to start kind of learning while doing, if you feel like learning at the time. Okay, so The layer switch keys were crashing the device. Every time we pressed one, the screen went blank. A single LED stayed lit. That's not that important. Okay. So what we found were two problems stacked on top of each other. We First, the visual tool was built using old QMK key code encoding. So it was reading and writing the wrong values. Right. I think that came from the fact that when we first booted this up, we used a tool called VIA. I'm sure it's pronounced VIA, but it's all capital letters. And I don't remember what it's an acronym for, but the tool allows you to connect to a device and load drafts and map keys, and it's in JSON files. So is it JSON or JSON? It's probably just JSON. JSON files. So we got a JSON file from somewhere, probably a Git repo. I should learn how to find out and give people credit for that. I'm going to ask right now. Can you find out through the reporting where we got the original JSON file from for the Epomaker and also like the developer of VIA, so we can like shout them out and say thank you? Okay, so let's see. So we loaded that in. We got the device to respond, and it was pretty cool, but I wanted to make my own tool. And so we started by just drawing it and talking about what the goal of it was. Next, we decided to use the JSON file as a clue to discuss like the architecture of how we want this web browser like HTML file to work. And I had like a couple goals for this. So my goal is essentially to have when I press a button on the keypad in real life that it highlights on the screen. I want it to be able to control OBS or launch other commands on my machine. Like I would really love a few Claude hotkeys with this thing where I can say like have a report button or like launch a sub agent. So I want that to highlight. I want to be able to map it. Like I want to be able to go into a key. I want to be able to choose a label or not, like something, have a little bit of creative control with it. Doesn't need to be crazy, but I do want some. So we've got a pretty good amount right here. I don't think this key works right now. Oh, interesting. Okay, not bad. All right, so let's say I want to run. Oh boy, this guy's running at night. It's much better. Okay, so we'll save this guy. Oh yeah, we should be able to map the key now. How do we map the functionality? Key code's on. We got to connect to the device. Here's my key code. Okay, PSLS. So when I go into here, I can hit this and it starts giving me control options, which is really nice. The thing I asked for in the last session were control options with descriptions. So that didn't happen yet because like I can get some idea like KC is a function and they have different functions. So there's KP as well, I believe, which I thought was key press. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe it's KC and that's like key click, or something like that. And then, yeah, then there's the type of key it is, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, backspace, comma, delete, like that kind of thing. But I don't know some of the more complex ones like RGB hue shift, or like RGB effect. It's probably like RGB underscore FX, but maybe it's not. So we'll get the codes now and we'll start programming this and we'll start seeing if we can make the keys work. And then once I have this layout, I'm going to be able to use my gradient keycap set that I have somewhere over here. This one, these nice little keys, and we'll put it on the device and then we'll kind of mirror them. But I'm going to add emojis that are just symbolic of the action, I guess, that I want to perform. Or if it's too esoteric or like too dumb and I'm not going to remember like 12 puns at a time, then I will write labels. So we'll see. But that's the process right now. And I'm gonna have to get better at explanations, but it's just the way it is. Okay, let's see. So, hey, the JSON definition came from GitHub repo by Mr. Lionware. Mr. Lionware, Epomaker EK21 configurator. Shoutouts, dude. Really dope. Thank you, or maybe it's multiple people. I don't know. Okay, it's really nice. It's amazing. Olivia, the Via. The Via. The Via. Got it. For macOS was from the Via releases. Oh, so Mr. Lionware on GitHub and Olivia the Via for building Via. Yeah, it's really sick. It's a super cool app and I'm really grateful. Thank you. It's inspiring and I'm excited to build this little thing and see what happens. Okay. Let's get into it. So this is kind of what happened last time. I would run a script in the console editor and it wouldn't work. But this time it said that it was written and Claude seems optimistic. So let's see what's up. Positions 3 and 4 on the top row. Maybe. Oh, is it because I'm in edit mode? Okay, I'm gonna hard refresh. Let's see. I'm gonna connect. Paste that code in. Oh, unable to unsafe attempt to load the URL. So there's an issue here. Okay. I hard reloaded and pasted. I was going to paste the script into the console, but I wanted to show you this error first. Error. Bacon and eggs, Aaron. I'll bring those, buddy. Okay. Oh, it's just unsafe. It's all good, dude. Oh, wow. You're not even gonna. Oh. It's absolutely not what we want. Yeah. Well, nothing's happening. The keypad is not being recognized. Oh, it's probably because I didn't do the stupid flow in Windows. Hold on. Can you launch the Windows keyboard app or give me the command for that again? Wait, why am I doing this in like two different ones? Uh, okay. My bad. I'm being silly, which I do sometimes. It's good for me to not have too many context windows. What I mean is there's the application that tries to recognize your keyboard. I don't know why I'm calling it Windows. We're in we're in Mac OS. What I mean is that there's something that recognizes or queries your keyboard by asking you to press buttons, so it knows if it's ANSI or not. I need to go through that dialogue to get the keyboard recognized. Silly me. Oh, good, 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 good. Thanks, Alexi. Sounds like the audio is working. Okay. Alexi is my very good friend. Very, very good friend. One of the dearest people in my life. Yeah, I just want you to find the macOS keyboard setup assistant app and give me the command to just launch it. Last time, I think it was pretty much a. Maybe I'll try yours, but I think it was different last time. I thought it said .app. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's find out. Yeah, no. This is the preference pane, and this doesn't let me access that window from here. Claude. Just crashed again. Okay, it just crashed the device again, and I'm pretty sure it's because of the exact same problem we had last night that I identified, which is the layer switch key is not actually remapping to the value that I want it to. Honestly, it says that it is, but as soon as I pressed the backspace key, which is the fourth key on the top row, it crashed the device again. I don't know what's going on with that. So maybe we should try making it so that we try a different key map to that value. But before we just jump to doing my test, what I'd like is for you to think about your own answer, how you would investigate it, and we'll compare notes. And let's talk about why. The last time this happened, even going through the keyboard dialogue that I just went through again, um, we would press this button and it would crash the device again. And then I couldn't go through that dialogue again. It's just like the device is unresponsive. So, well, I guess we'll find out. I gotta kill those real bad. Okay. This desk is turning into a rat's nest of cables. Mhm. Oh, am I knocking you loose? Is that what's happening up there? Okay, so the device is back on. Mm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, what's interesting is that when I loaded the last time and I typed in 789 on this keypad, the values that were entered were there, and I'll show them to you in the console. But then as soon as I pressed the layer button, uh, like TO1, it crashed the device. So like maybe, I don't know, like maybe we got to try that same command on a different key, or I think questioning the encoding makes a lot of sense as well. Check out this console output. And then another thing to think about here is that is that a thing to think about, Ken? It might not be. Okay, well, the device right now, after being unplugged for 10 seconds and plugged back in, was recognized by the computer and started out on layer 0 because it's registering 987 into the console. I'm going to try 987654321 delete, or delete 0 probably. That matters. Yep, it crashed the device. Crash. Crash. Perfect. That's how I feel. I gotta slow those gives down for sure by about 1,000,000 times. Maybe I'll just run that on the side. See the key in this image that's labeled T0 and then 1 in parentheses? That's the one that I'm pressing. Is number 3. Oh my gosh. People looking at me like I need to take a snooze. People looking at me like I need to take a break. When you grinding this hard, you can never have a break. All in a day's work, I just love what I do. Everywhere I go. That's the console error after I pasted in option 2. One more time. Okay. Oh, well, the console's going to output nothing because it's dead. In seconds. Okay. This time it crashed after I pressed the top button, but when I unplugged it and plugged it back in, all of the numpad numbers registered as blue highlights. But then I pressed the first button, the one next to the knob on the top row, and then nothing responded again. With my phone.
Mi sono spostato al nord per i centri specializzati. Mi sono spostato al nord per i centri specializzati. Mi sono spostato al nord
My
per
boy
i
Paz.
centri specializzati. Mi sono spostato al nord per i centri specializzati. Pasquale, aiutaci.
Oh, I love this. This is for you, Paz. This is about you.
Pasquale, aiutaci.
Mm-hmm.
Lui è la nostra speranza. Pasquale, aiutaci. Lui è la nostra speranza. Pasquale, aiutaci. Lui è la nostra speranza. Mi sono spostato al nord per i centri specializzati. Mi sono spostato al nord per i centri specializzati. Mi sono spostato al nord per i centri specializzati. Mi sono spostato al nord per i centri specializzati. Pasquale, aiutaci. Lui è la nostra speranza. Pasquale, aiutaci. Lui è la nostra speranza. Pasquale, aiutaci.
this knife box.
Aiutaci, lui è la nostra speranza. Pasquale è la nostra unica speranza. Siamo completamente asciutti. Niente è venuto fuori da settimane. Non posso più farlo. Mi serve acqua. Mi servono gli elettroliti. Mi serve acqua. Mi servono gli elettroliti. Pasquale, aiutaci. Lui è la nostra speranza. Pasquale, aiutaci. Lui è la nostra speranza. Pasquale,
A long song.
aiutaci.
I love you, Patrick. It's too long even for me.
Pasquale,
Okay.
aiutaci.
I can't believe what I laid me. Cool stuff in here. Oh, iPhone macro lens. It's like an iPhone. It kind of sucks to me. I think most of these keys are not gonna work. Okay, he's saying the key codes, the firmware is accepting and trying to crashing and press to execute. So, okay. Quick test. Try MO1 on one key. Okay. So we're gonna do it on a key that we know works. Like right now, if I press, see that little highlight? Okay, so we know it works. We're gonna try the label M0. No, it's MO. Right? It's MO. I wonder if I've been doing it wrong. Okay. Okay. I'm trying it, bro. One sec. Okay. So this works. This works. Uh-oh, did I just fucking crash it? I don't know what MO1 did, but things seem to be still working. Hard to. Wow, I can't believe that's where this is. You know what this is? I don't remember how this works. You tell me if you know what that is. Okay. So let's try this one. DF1. Press the rightmost top arrow key. Hey, I think we just made big progress, ladies and gents. We were writing the wrong code. We're writing. I hope these things aren't making too much noise. I should look at my mic. Okay, kind of, but not too crazy. Okay, so we were writing the wrong code to the Epomaker. We were writing TO codes instead of DF codes. Who knew? Now we have a new code or a new script to run in, and we're going to paste it in. We're going to test it out, and we're going to see if the keys work. And then we're going to be on our way to mapping, laughing. Okay, let's see. Broken? Okay. That's one layer. Another layer. Yeah. So can you write some uh, commands into the second and third layer so that we can tell? What I'll do is I'll just cycle through the layers and I'll output this so you can see what's working. And I'll just output in order. I'll start with num and I'll work my way to the right, then 7, work my way to the right, and so on down the pad. So this is exactly when I should be starting to think about my little sub agent for code review. But I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking about this. Okay. Okay, that's the whole cycle. Layer 2 and layer 3 didn't really do anything. Do I need to connect again or something? Hmm. Yeah, that's what I thought we just did though. That's all right. Let's try it. Skipping enter on this layer. Looks like you got it. Yep. Please do all those things. And I am going to start doing keycaps. And figuring out what we're going to do with this thing. What caps? What do I want my little layout to be for this? Well, I think I know. I know my lighting page, so I'll build that out. I know some of the OBS shortcuts that I want, sort of. I'm so glad I found these. There's some options on the table now. Take it easy. Take it. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's find out what's not going on here. Want an escape key? I don't think so. Okay. Definitely no. Let's try and read all of these and build it out. 1, 6. Enter. Alt is gone. Num. They're slippery. That's all I'm going to say. Okay? It's not me. I think you're out. I don't even know what that key was. I want to maybe do the volumes. End. Like as in just end. Uh, okay. Thank you. Great. So I think now we want to write the remaining keys, if that's correct. Or is that's dead? Got it. Okay, so we don't want to do that. We want to, yeah, this looks like a great plan. I feel almost useless. Go ahead. Gotta let the coders code and just realize that I'm just the pretty face. Okay, that's all I'm here for. What's this slash? Okay, we want slash. Slash and num. Delete next to enter. This is fun, kind of a puzzle. N, H, and M. Shopping button. You're out. That's got to be, I don't know what that one was. SL. Slip. Slip. Slide around. Limer. Okay. Since the DF keys are already written and working, this is less urgent. Mapping layer 1 bottom rows or layer 3 instead. No, I'm not like that keen to just start figuring out or mapping all the keys. I guess we could, like, I could explain some of the OBS shortcuts that I'd like, and we could try testing those or looking for them. The other thing we could do is I could uh, work on saving like an image map, um, and like a key press animation. So for the layers that we have, maybe that's later. I don't know. But I'd like to try things like I'd like to try the lighting pad. But I guess the more important thing is figuring out the OBS commands, like changing the lighting on the tool. It's kind of, um, what's the right word for this? Uh, Unnecessary. Yeah. Okay. So let's work on the OBS commands. What I should have said is just let's work on the OBS commands. Um, but that's okay. Okay. Maybe we'll keep the speaker key ints ins. I think that one's gonna go in the maybe pile over here. Same with H&M. The apostrophe key has no place on this pad. PB. I like the sound of it. Okay, Claude is asking for a new listen state, which makes a lot of sense. I don't know how much I should narrate this process or just like relax. I guess it might matter if anybody ever watched this ever again. So it does not really matter. Plus, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, 7. You're in. It's all starting to come together. 5, 6, 3. Hmm. 2 different delete keys. They look the same. What's the difference here? Two? This is a big two. Or is it the exact same size as any other two in the world? These would go here. PD, PB, PU, PS. Delete. PD. Nobody wants that. Mini PU. Shift, you're gone. Another PB. All right. What's it saying? Here's L1 decoded. Uh, can you please rotate the axes of that table so that the columns go down and the rows go across? The last time I tried to read one of those crisscross road column ones from Claude, I almost got whiplash. Oh, minus. Peeling up the veneer of this extremely high quality IKEA desktop. This matches the physical layout. Columns go down the... What? No. Hold on. I just gotta show it, you know? Like, hey, you're wrong. And too bad. I kind of wanted end on here. Slash. Yeah, that sounds good. Um, yeah, so basically I want scene selection. I want the uh, ability to go back and forth between turning the radio on and off. I want the GIF speed control on broadcast. I guess that's probably maybe not an OBS control, but I want it on the same page um, because it's kind of related to the scene. I want, um, I'm just throwing out ideas here. Volume up, volume down on the radio. So maybe one row is radio, volume up, volume down. Those are three keys. I would really love a go live button that's like also an end stream button, maybe. Um, be nice to be able to turn, I don't know, what do people use these things for? Kind of ran out of ideas there. I thought I needed this until I built half of it and then realized I don't. Oh well, maybe I don't even need it. Hero. Another delete key. Another page up. 4. Oh, we're close. Close, ladies and gentlemen. 8. Slash. 7. Where did I see num? Num, 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 num. Num, 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 num. Delete. Oh, I think I threw insert in here. I inserted it all the way into the bag. Oh, nice. Yeah, I think that's looking good. I think it's the right height. There's 3 more buttons up top. FN is one of the worst FN button placements I've ever seen. Like literally any other button would have been better than this. Maybe I should move it. Not the worst idea I've ever had. But I put FN over here though. Should be pretty big. Can't see it. Oh, maybe it's quite bright and I put it in the other big bag. Very real possibility. UPU and ED and ins. Parker's gonna have a really hard time editing these. They are not interesting. Three deletes, 3 PUs. Okay. I'm skeptical now. Are these yellow? Is that what I'm remembering? Escape, FN and tab. Hmm. Um, Well, I don't want to move the previous and next keys uh, from the on the top layer, and I haven't decided on that top layer control yet. Um, the GIF speed is a different thing, and I don't want to control that through OBS. That's convoluted. I'm more interested in controlling it. It's already like an app that we run called Broadcast. So I just want it to talk to the local server that I'm running that's running that app. Uh, scene one, scene two, scene three is great. Uh, volume, mute volume. Yeah, I guess like what volume are you talking about? And why is mute in the middle? Not a fan of that. Um, if you notice like my other controls, I stack plus minus values on top of each other when I can. So I would rather have something like if you're talking about mic volume or something like that, or some other volume that you think is making sense. I'd prefer it to be like mute volume plus, then volume plus on another channel, then mute of that channel. That is ugly though. That does not sound good either. Mm. Yeah, also, I'm hoping that the encoder can run the GIF speed or something like that on this layer. So top layer, like ideally for me, would be encoder runs the GIF speed, then button one does nothing, button two and three stay the same for changing layers. Then the next thing we go to is like scenes, volumes, and I like go live and record. I think those are good. And I think that's kind of interesting about like the replay buffer. It's kind of interesting too. All right. We got part of this keypad out. No idea where those other keys are. They got to be in here though. Right? FN tab. No tab either? I could have sworn I saw those keys. Okay, here's an FN. Big boy. I don't know. That's like a bottom key FN, not a top key FN. What's mic and desk? Like I don't know what you mean. Scene one, scene two, scene three. Replay. Mic up. Mic mutt. No. Yeah, no, I don't like that very much. But that's all good. Like this tool's here for me to like map stuff out after as well. So all good. Let's try this and then let's just see if we can get them working. And I will look for keys. Oh yeah, let me put these in here. So we have one FN. Home. That's not a key. Thing I'm hoping to keep in my life. I'm gonna stream for 20 more minutes, and then I'm gonna pick this up another day. Post ski trip. Arrows. That would be nice looking, potentially. Oh, it's bottom key though. Some bottom key bit. Hmm. Hmm. Maybe I should be using a different delete. Maybe it's supposed to be a little. There's a taller one there. It's not the right color. Not the right angle. This one isn't the right color either. This one's a much lower angle. Okay. Alt keys. Yeah, I can. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, OBS is open and we're streaming live right now. So let's just choose ones that we know make sense. Because right now I only have one scene in OBS. I don't know. I could duplicate it and then turn something off and see if that works. Okay. I don't want to test start stop streaming right now. We could try the replay buffer one too. I see. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I want desktop audio. I wanted the radio button on and off. That's what I was asking for. Um, but again, I think that should be like from the app controlling that because we have it on the broadcast page. So it could be like kind of too many things on. They can turn it off or on if we do it in OBS as well. I guess we could try it. I have a feeling that the radio is going to be a short-lived feature. Like I like it, but when I watch other people streaming and they have music going, it gets very tiring because you don't get to choose your own music and you have to listen to their music, and that sucks. Unless it's a music stream, which this is not. More bottom arrow shit. I don't know if I'm gonna find those keys. I'm kind of surprised. We'll go back to the knife box and look, but hmm. Let's see if this works. Okay. Uh, Go to the settings, hotkeys, and find F13. Okay, so you mean settings, hotkeys? What do you mean settings, hotkeys? What are you talking about, dude? That was a really weird thing to say. What? In OBS? What are you talking about? in OBS. Uh, okay. I don't know which layer I'm on in the control pad, so let me find out. Okay, I just typed 789, which I think means I'm on layer 0. And we're doing this on layer 3, right? Layer 1. Okay. Okay. So then I want to switch to scene. What do you mean? How does this work? Can you tell me how the switch to scene control works? How many of these left? That's it. You don't exist. I think I forgot about the taskbar. Oh, that's funny. Well, done. Not done. I'm working on it. No, working on it. Maybe we'll go with these. If those fit, I like it. I'm very happy with that. Okay. So wait. So switch to scene. Okay. Find switch to scene 1 copy. The scene 1. Wait, what? Oh, scene 2. Oh, wow. Okay. Holy. Okay, so scene. No, I want to. Yeah. Scene switch to scene. Scene 2 switch to the scene. Okay. Interesting. The F14 key doesn't seem to be working, but F13 does. Oh, you took the switch out? That was not necessary or expected. Yeah, that's the one I'm pressing. On the like, according to the keys, it would be the slash key. According to the key labels, I mean, on the physical device. That's what it returned, and yeah, I'm in scene 2, switch to scene. It allowed me to press F13 there and gave me a warning, but F14 didn't work. Because num did something weird. It feels like nothing, but then the next 3 keys were from layer 0, it seems like. Oh, it's my fault. I think I pressed the layer switching key. Let me try again. Okay, yeah, I'm back at the right layer, and this is what it returned. So it returned the num key with that value, and then nothing for slash, asterisk, or negative. And I think that's because of the previous mapping that we had on there, but maybe I'm wrong. Whoops. Yep, that's what it gave me. Good job narrowing this down. It does not return anything. All right, what are we doing? All right, these wires. Okay, press the num key after each console message. Oh, oh, whoops. Okay, whoops. I'm gonna try it one more time. Where's my food pellet? Bro. Yeah, I feel like a little rat in an experiment. Yeah. Okay. What? All right. Why don't you tell me? Okay. It really wasn't too fast. Like, maybe I'm not on the right layer anymore. So let me just try again. Okay. Nothing. Yeah, this is what we got to do now. We got to find out if every single one of these is broken. Nothing. Let me check F17. Let us check F17. This is great, but like I feel like you could write a script to do this now on your own, or is it like really hard? Is it worth it to get the next five? No, it's not worth it, Ken. Don't be lazy. Just do this with it. Oh yeah, like we're not talking about brightness up or down on my screen. That's not what I want. These are supposed to be just like the brightness of the keypad backlight. I see. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Yep, sounds good. This is gonna look so nice. That's all that seems to be working for right now. Definitely my preference, if we're going to map keys to functions, it would be to map the sort of like nine digits. So that would be like 212223 313233 414243. Mm-hmm. 789 456. I thought you said we had 10 working F keys. Back to it. Okay. All right. Nada. Yeah, but is that going to take away the F keys on my keyboard? Because, like, I'm using another keyboard that has all the keys from F1 to F12. So I don't want you to steal those. Yeah. I'm not trying to use my other keyboard to launch OBS things. This is standalone. So let's just use different keys than the F keys. There's got to be other commands, right? It's like, I give up. Like, well, fine. Then you get six. And if you don't like it, too bad. And honestly, I respect it for that. Yeah. No, let's do the six for now. We'll figure it out. We're already like a couple minutes over. So on in there. I don't know if I love the way that key's looking, but whoops. Oh no. It's not great. Wood. Did it like a caveman. No? Get under there. There we go. I gotta say, the keycaps that come with this are, well, either I'm a dirty person or let's go with it's the keyboard's fault. Looking better though, eh? All right. Just doing a little Canadian thing. Okay. Scene one, scene two, scene three, go live, record, replay. So scene one. Okay. Scene one. Maybe that's it. Scene two. F16. Scene 2 2. Go live, record, and play. Broadcast. Go live. And play. What? Go live, end stream, record, and replay. Well, let's try it for right now. Go live. Go stop. Record. Mm-hmm. Start replay buffer. Okay. Okay, this is cool. The only thing is that I don't want like start stop streaming in this position on this pad, and uh, it's just like way too scary to just press that by accident. I'm clumsy, so maybe what we can do is focus instead on uh, I don't even know, but just like take it off for right now because it's too scary. These need a little bag. Go in the bowl. Okay. These go in the bag. This bag. And I'm gonna say goodnight, and I'm gonna go skiing, and I'll come back and do more of this later. It's good though, right? I think it looks nice. It's gonna be cool when it's done. We'll get into the graphics on the next round, more deep. I don't know about these knobs like this. I think it's gonna be more like this. My mic. Oh, the look would be more here. So I can work and then I can launch. This feels good to me because I'm a lefty. I'm giving you guys a better view of like what that would look like for me. I would be over like this. Yeah, this feels pretty good. Not bad. Okay, so let's try. 3 scenes on the top row. Let's go back to OBS and get those hotkeys. No, no. Yes, yes. Record and replay. Yeah. So start record. Stop record. Start replay buffer. Stop replay buffer. Okay. So then, if that's the case, I should be able to switch scenes right now. I'm dirty. I think I'm just dirty. One. Boom. Just like that. Okay. I'm going to go to a scene. And I'm going to remove an element. And then I'm going to go to a different scene. And I'm going to remove an element. And I'm going to switch between my scenes. I'm using these 3 keys. Maybe I should switch different elements on so that that's... God, I'm dumb sometimes. Okay, hold on. Okay, let's try this one more time. So we'll do the broadcast dashboard. Well, let's do that on scene 2. Scene 2, broadcast dashboard off. Scene 3, broadcast dashboard off, and Claude off. Okay. Nice. Cool. And what's this replay buffer about? I think I probably need to have that actually, have that actually be something, because I don't know what it is. Yeah, I literally have no idea what it is. Awesome. Well, that feels like progress, real progress. Physical mapping without any special software other than, a large language model powered by a massive data center somewhere in Palo Alto. And we're making this into a Stream Deck. Doesn't have the LED keys, but it's gonna have this. And so I think for 1 month of Claude Code plus this, I think it's still less than a Stream Deck. And we'll find out if it's worse. It's probably worse, but it's fun to do. Okay, well, if anybody ever watches this ever, thank you. See you later.